Welcome back, folks, to our channel, Honda Snowblower Enthusiast. Do you have a Honda Snowblower that won't start after a long layoff? It was running when it was parked, or running the last time you used it, and now it's not starting. Let me show you some simple. I'm going to show you some simple step-by-steps to check. Always go with the simplest first. I see a lot of videos on YouTube where they'll say, well, you need to check the valve adjustment, or maybe the flywheel key broke, or something like that. But I'm talking about a machine that recently worked for you, or worked when you parked it last uh, winter, and now it's not working. It's not starting. Let me go you through some simple things to check. Now, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's one of these simple things. We can put a longer uh, video on more involved reasons, but let's go through simple first. First of all, you want to make sure the key's on. Now, don't laugh. I do that all the time. I forget to put the key on. You want to make sure that the gas valve is on. You see it's in the closed position. Can you see that? You can open it up by pushing it and make sure the gas is on, okay? And you want to make sure there's gas in the tank. A lot of times, this is one of the first few things. That's the reason why it won't start. If it smells bad, then you want to siphon the gas out and put some new gas in. I use ethanol free gas, or premium unleaded, treated with a gasoline stabilizer. So you can do that. Down here, you want to make sure you can drain out your old gas. If you think that's the culprit, you can. This is the drain valve. You can open it up. Some carburetors have a bolt that you can loosen up and drain the gas out. Now, another reason why you want to know this is to make sure that your carburetor is getting gas. If you open up this drain valve, or release the bolt, and there's no gas coming out, and you've got the gas valve on, then you may have a problem. You may have a clog somewhere. I'll post a link to a video on how to do an in-frame cleaning if that's the case. But this video today is for the simple things. These are the things that you check first. You go up the line from simplest up the line to harder reasons for a no start. So you can drain your old gas, or you can make sure that you've got gas uh, coming into your carburetor. Now, let me think what else. Oh, you want to check your spark. I put an inline spark tester on this. It connects, it's about, I can't remember what it paid for it, $9. You can take the spark plug out and lay it onto the engine and pull the starter cord and see if it sparks. And you can do that, or you can get an inline spark tester. You don't have to remove the spark plug. Now, be careful on removing and installing the spark plug. I'll post another link on doing that right. There's too many people that are putting the spark plug in wrong. Let me see if it will spark. Turn the key on. Did you see the spark? I'm trying to do this one hand. Yeah, it's sparking. So you got spark. If you don't have spark, it might be a spark plug problem. It could also, you could keep a spare good spark plug, put the other plug in, and see if it will spark. If it's not sparking, it could be your kill switch. Your on-off switch is really a kill switch, folks. Um, when you turn the machine is always on. When you shut it off, you're grounding it out. You're killing the machine. So you come down here. Here's your ground wire. So the machine, you can remove this so the machine's on. If there's a problem in the wiring somewhere and it's grounding out on you, you're not going to get a spark. So to ascertain that, you remove this and see if you have spark. Now you turn an engine on and you want to shut it off. You put the key in the off position, and all you have to do is touch this and grounds it out. Or even if you don't have an ignition switch at all, you can turn the engine on, and then when you want to shut it off, then you would block your intake and choke out the engine, or put the choke on so it stalls out. But I'm just going through the line from simplest on up. Let's assume that this is okay. You got the good gas. Um, you've got the gas valve on. You got the key on. Everything looks good, but you smell gas. Oh, I can smell gas, Anthony. What did I do wrong? I says, well, it's possible that you flooded out the engine. You can smell gas. The gasoline, you got it on choke, and you kept on pulling and pulling and pulling. Or if it was running and it was already warmed up, you don't need the choke. You can push it back to restart it. But a lot of times I've put it on choke just out of habit, and I've flooded out the engine. So if that's the case, what you do is you pull your knob back, you shut your key off, and then you pull your starter cord about 8 to 10 times. I've showed this before. It's almost a surefire way to start a flooded engine because it cleans out, it dries the spark plug, and it blows out all the excess gas out of the cylinder. And so after you pull this 8 to 10 times with the key off, then turn the key back on, and it will start. Most of the time, 9 out of 10 it will start. That's if you have a flooded engine. So I see that a lot. You've had a long layoff, and people, the number one call in the first snowstorm is, "Hey, Anthony, the machine's not starting." So we're going through this stuff. Now, the last thing it could be, well, this is the simple stuff, folks. I don't want to get into the really involved stuff. We can do that in another video. Now, another reason, you take this thing off, which is really easy. You want to take your elbow off. This is called the elbow. You pull this off, and you want to check your choke. You see the choke plate right here? It's closed. That's for starting on it with a cold engine. It's closed. Now, sometimes the choke's not working right. Sometimes it's open a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it was a little bit stuck. So this is in the fast position or the idle position. The choke plate is open. When you put the choke closed, you see how it seals. That creates a larger vacuum that gives you more gas for starting. So sometimes it might be like that. See, can you see this open a little bit? It's not creating enough of a vacuum, and you can't start it. I see this a lot. Like if you bought a machine from somebody used or whatever, and the first time you need it, when it's really cold, it won't start. And you've already gone through the simple things. So you want to check this. If it's like this, then you can adjust the choke. You put it in the choke position, and you use a flat screwdriver, and you open up this right here. You just pry it open a little bit, and that will close the choke. Now, if the choke is too closed, then you can pinch this. This is where you adjust your choke plate. So I already did this on this. So now when the choke was closed, see how it closes? So once that's done, then you can, if that's okay, then you can put this back on and tighten it up and see if it will start for you. Um, with the elbow on, let's see if I can get this sucker back on. Well, let me show you. You can pour some gas in here too. I don't really. A lot of small engine techs shops, they don't really want you to use starting fluid unless it's their last resort. From what I've read, the starting fluid can wash the oil off your cylinder walls and hurt the engine over time. So you can take the air cover off and you can pour a little bit of gasoline in this hole here, this intake, and try doing that to start it. So that's what I'm trying to show you here. Just the simple things that works most of the time on simple no start issues on your Honda or any kind of snowblower or small engine. I see this hundreds of times every first snowfall. It's the number one question that we receive on the group, and people can't get their snowblowers started. It might be more involved, like I said, like if you bought a machine from somebody and you've gone through the simple things, and you might have to clean out the carburetor, in frame. Try the in frame cleaning first, and if necessary, take it apart, take it off and apart. So I hope this video helps you folks. I put a links in the end here to show you the carburetor cleaning. Please hit the subscribe button. My ugly face is on that round circle you can subscribe to, or you can click the red subscribe button. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you watching this. If you have any questions or suggestions, please put them in the comments, okay? It helps me and helps everybody else. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.